Verbal or life.
So Don Lemon tried to go one-on-one with Elon Musk, and he just got embarrassed. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Elon Musk's perspective on what the Biden administration is doing, bringing in all those illegal immigrants. It's crazy episode, so take a look. My name is Noel. Welcome to Verbal on Life. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm down here in the basement, just trying to bring as much information to you guys as possible. Up to 1,628 subscribers, and I'm battling MS, but moving forward. So go ahead and subscribe. Now let's take a look at this clip. Don Lemon interrogating Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk posted this on X, and he wrote that this is important.
Yeah. Can we talk about the great replacement theory now? Some of the things that you post, the great replacement theory, you claim that Democrats, President Biden's immigration plan to open up the border, you said that the president is getting, and Democrats are doing it to get more votes. But undocumented immigrants cannot vote in federal elections. So how is that possible?
Right. Well, you're conflating two things. One is great replacement theory. The other is, which I don't subscribe to that. I'm simply saying that there is an incentive here. If legal immigrants, which I think have a very strong bias to, at least everything I've read, it's a very strong bias to vote Democrat. The more that come into the country, the more they're likely to vote in that direction. But it is, in my view, a simple incentive to increase voters, Democrat voters.
Keeping it really simple. They're bringing in those illegal immigrants, and it looks like they're going to be voting Democrats. Elon Musk is keeping it simple. Let's keep going.
And yeah, so the question is like how? So there's a few ways that this works. One is that when the census is done, the census is based on all people in an area, whether they are citizens or not. So if there are a concentration of people who came here illegally in a particular state or in a particular state, that state will actually then get an increased number of House seats. So the House seat apportionment is proportionate to the number of people, not the number of citizens. So the
Look at Don Lemon, really thinking about that. Yes, it's about the number of people. And then they assign the number of seats. Stay with us, Don.
The illegals overwhelmingly go to places like California and New York. And if you just look at the math, if you look at the apportionment with and without illegals, I believe California would lose. I believe the blue state, there would be a net loss of blue states of approximately 20 seats in the House.
Think about that. So in order for you not to lose 20 seats in the House, bringing in more illegal migrants, illegal aliens. So like that, you could keep your volume and say that we need more House representation because we have more people. And you see how Elon Musk just paused. Let him think about that. You're going to lose 20 seats unless you bring in more people.
This also applies to the electoral college. So you say, like, well, this also applies to electing the president, because the electoral votes are also done by apportionment the same way that House seats are done.
So electoral votes, states with more people have a higher electoral vote. New York and California, they have a lot of electoral votes because they have a lot of people. And you don't want to lose that. So therefore, bring in more illegal migrants. Instead, let's raise that up even higher because of the number of people. That's the way I see it. Let's keep looking.
But the reason, Elon, the electoral college is in place is to balance that, so that doesn't happen. So what you're saying about it is the exact opposite of the reason why the electoral college is there. The electoral college at this point, in our history, gives people who are in smaller states and red states much more of an influence over our elections than people who are in blue states, and the majority of the people in this country. That's what the electoral college does. It actually does the exact opposite of what you're saying. It protects people who are in smaller states and protects people who are in red states.
So they try to bring in this lie to fool us or to convince us that everything is okay because of electoral college. But take a look at what Elon Musk says.
Well,
The red states, because they tend to be smaller and less populous.
I think that statement is what you said is true, but what I said is also true, which is that if as is the case, a disproportionate number of legal immigrants go to blue states, they amplify the effect of a blue state vote. And the math, as I understand it, you can research this obviously very easily on there. It's pretty straightforward to research this. But my understanding is that there would be that the Democrats would lose approximately 20 seats in the House if illegals were not counted in the census.
If they were not counted. So we're talking about bringing in more people into the blue states. So like that, they don't lose those 20 seats because they got more people. So they get more House votes. And now you have, if you get a Democratic president and you get more House votes, you're controlling 2/3 of the United States.
And that's also 20 less electoral votes for president. So legals absolutely do affect the who controls the House and who controls the presidency. It does not affect the Senate.
Mind blown. Look at Donald Trump. He got no answers. He went into that debate thinking that he could fool Elon Musk. Like you're sparring with a champion here, and he can see right through what you're trying to do, or what the Democrats are trying to do, letting all these illegal immigrants in. It's insane. And you know what? Elon is not the only one mentioning this. Take a look at this report from Maria Valterrama.
Amazing.
But it's just extraordinary that you
Oh, sorry. Let me try to fix this. Let me fix the
went through.
It's amazing. It's amazing. But again, Maria, I think that this proves the motive behind the crime at our border. They want these illegal migrants.
But it's just extraordinary that you can't even get your amendment through.
It's amazing. It's amazing. But again, Maria, I think that this proves the motive behind the crime at our border. They want these illegal migrants in here to create more electoral power for them in their blue states. They're basically creating sanctuary cities to be a magnet, so these people will disproportionately flow to these blue states. They're shipping them there as rapidly as they can. Since Joe Biden came into office, the estimates are as high as 10 million people that have come in here. That would be 13 extra congressional districts if you allocated them the right way. This is a tremendous amount of power that the Democrats are bringing in. They're giving their voters, the blue state voters, disproportionately more power than they are giving my voters in Tennessee.
But it's just extraordinary that you can't even get your amendment through.
It's amazing.
Basically, we got to wake up and be aware of what's going on. The trap they're trying to lure us into. But what do you think about this? Do you agree with Elon Musk and what they're saying? That this is all a ploy to get more people? Comment below. Let's all be verbal about this, because they're really, really trying to control people. And this is one way they're doing it. Bringing in more illegal migrants, so like that they have a higher number of votes. But I'm just pointing out the facts and putting it out there. Let me know what you think. My name is Noel, here at Verbal on Life, giving you guys information about what's going on out there. All right, peace.
Verbal on Life.